Are you tired of feeling like you're being walked over by everyone around you? Do you often find yourself bending backward just to please others, even if it means sacrificing your own well-being? Have you ever wondered if there's a way to stop being so soft without becoming harsh or unkind? Imagine this: you're at a dinner with friends, and the bill arrives. You notice that it's higher than expected, but instead of speaking up, you quietly agree to split it evenly, even though you only had a salad. You don't want to cause any conflict, so you keep quiet, even though it doesn't feel fair. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, your go-to channel for insightful content that helps you navigate life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. If you find value in what you hear today, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join our growing community of mindful individuals. In today's video, we're going to explore the concept of being soft and why it's important to stop being overly accommodating to everyone around you. We'll delve into the teachings of Buddhism, a philosophy that offers profound insights into finding balance and inner strength. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate compassion and kindness, but it also warns against the dangers of excessive softness. It's not about becoming cold or indifferent, but rather about finding the courage to stand up for yourself and others when necessary. Think of a bamboo tree. It sways gracefully in the wind, bending but never breaking. Similarly, we can learn to be flexible in our approach to life while maintaining our inner resilience. In the modern world, being soft often gets mistaken for being weak. But what if I told you that true strength lies in vulnerability and authenticity? It's about setting healthy boundaries and respecting yourself enough to say no when something doesn't align with your values or needs. Throughout this video series, we'll explore practical strategies for building inner strength and assertiveness while staying true to the principles of compassion and empathy. So, if you're ready to stop being a pushover and start living life on your own terms, then let's dive in together. Lesson 1: The Illusion of Softness. Softness seems like a virtue. We're taught from a young age to be kind, gentle, and accommodating. But what if this softness isn't always helpful? Imagine a feather drifting in the wind, easily swayed by every breeze. That's what excessive softness can do to us. It makes us susceptible to being pushed around, taken advantage of, or unable to stand up for what we believe in. Softness isn't inherently bad, but when it becomes a default mode, it can hinder our growth and success. Consider a flower in a garden. Its delicate petals sway gracefully in the breeze, adding beauty to the surroundings. Yet, beneath its soft exterior lies a resilient stem, firmly anchored to the ground. Similarly, being soft doesn't mean being weak. It's about finding the balance between flexibility and strength. However, many of us confuse softness with weakness, leading us to avoid confrontation or assertiveness out of fear of being seen as aggressive or harsh. In today's fast-paced world, being overly soft can leave us vulnerable to exploitation or manipulation. Think about a sponge soaking up water. It absorbs everything without discrimination. Similarly, when we're too soft, we absorb others' negativity, stress, and demands without setting boundaries. This can drain our energy and leave us feeling depleted or resentful. Now, let's turn to Buddhism for guidance. Buddhism teaches us about the middle way, the path of moderation and balance. Just as a river flows smoothly between its banks, finding equilibrium between too much and too little, we must navigate life's challenges with a balanced approach. In Buddhism, softness is viewed not as passivity but as compassion, the ability to empathize with others' suffering and respond with kindness. However, Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of wisdom, the discernment to recognize when to be soft and when to be firm. Imagine a tree swaying in the wind. It bends to the gusts but remains rooted in the earth, grounded and unyielding. Similarly, we can learn to adapt to life's challenges while staying true to our values and principles. In essence, being soft to everyone may seem noble, but it's not always the wisest course of action. Like a candle flame flickering in the wind, excessive softness can be extinguished easily. Instead, let's strive for the strength of a flame that dances with the wind but remains steadfast in its glow. Softness has its place, but it's essential to recognize when it serves us and when it hinders us. By embracing the wisdom of Buddhism and finding the balance between softness and strength, we can navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. So, let's embark on this journey together, exploring how to stop being soft to everyone and cultivate the inner strength needed to thrive in today's world. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel the threads of wisdom to weave a tapestry of insight and growth. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to join our community of seekers and discoverers. Lesson 2: Understanding Buddhism's Perspective. Buddhism, a philosophy rooted in ancient wisdom, offers profound insights into the nature of our emotions and behavior. At its core lies the understanding that suffering arises from attachment and aversion. But what does this mean in the context of being soft to everyone? Let's unravel this.
Imagine a stream flowing gently.
It represents our innate capacity for kindness and compassion. However, when we become overly accommodating, this stream turns into a flood, inundating boundaries and drowning our own needs. This is where Buddhism steps in. According to Buddhist teachings, compassion isn't about being a doormat. Instead, it's a balanced approach that encompasses both kindness and wisdom. It's about understanding that true compassion involves considering the well-being of all parties involved, including oneself. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a term called metta, often translated as loving kindness. Metta is the foundation of compassion, encouraging us to wish happiness and peace for ourselves and others. But crucially, it doesn't mean sacrificing our own well-being. The concept of mudita complements metta. Mudita refers to sympathetic joy, the ability to rejoice in the happiness and success of others. It reminds us that being kind doesn't equate to being passive. It's about actively supporting others without losing sight of our own boundaries. Moreover, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of mindfulness, the practice of being present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Through mindfulness, we can observe our tendencies towards excessive softness and gently redirect them towards a more balanced approach. Another key teaching in Buddhism is the principle of impermanence. This reminds us that everything in life, including our emotions and circumstances, is transient. Understanding this impermanence can help us navigate challenges with greater equanimity, reducing our attachment to specific outcomes. Furthermore, Buddhism teaches the interconnectedness of all beings. Recognizing this interconnectedness encourages us to act with kindness and compassion, not out of weakness, but from a place of strength and understanding. In essence, Buddhism encourages us to embrace compassion as a guiding principle while cultivating wisdom and discernment. It teaches us that true kindness involves setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and recognizing the inherent worth of both ourselves and others. By understanding and applying these principles, we can navigate the delicate balance between compassion and assertiveness, embodying the true essence of strength and kindness advocated by Buddhist teachings. Lesson 3: The concept of compassion. Compassion is like a warm blanket on a cold night. It's that feeling of understanding and kindness that we extend to others, and even to ourselves. But what does Buddhism teach us about compassion? Let's dive in. Imagine you're walking down a busy street. You see someone struggling to carry their groceries. You stop and offer to help. That's compassion in action. It's about recognizing suffering and taking steps to alleviate it. In Buddhism, compassion is known as karuna. It's one of the 4 immeasurables, alongside loving kindness, joy, and equanimity. Karuna is the heartfelt wish for all beings to be free from suffering. But compassion isn't just a feeling. It's a practice. It's about cultivating a mindset of empathy and kindness towards all living beings, not just those we like or agree with. Buddhism teaches that compassion begins with ourselves. We must learn to be gentle and understanding towards our own struggles and flaws before we can truly extend that kindness to others. Compassion isn't about being soft or weak. It's about strength, inner strength. It takes courage to open our hearts to the suffering of others and to respond with kindness, especially in the face of adversity. When we cultivate compassion, we start to see the interconnectedness of all living beings. We realize that we're not separate from others. We're all in this together. This understanding motivates us to act with kindness and empathy in everything we do. But compassion isn't always easy. Sometimes it means setting boundaries or saying no to things that harm ourselves or others. It's about finding the balance between being kind and being firm. In Buddhism, the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara embodies the spirit of compassion. This bodhisattva is said to have 1,000 arms and eyes, symbolizing the boundless reach and awareness of compassion. Compassion isn't just a feeling. It's also a skill that can be developed through meditation and mindfulness practices. By training our minds to be more present and aware, we become better equipped to respond to the suffering of others with kindness and empathy. But compassion isn't limited to grand gestures or heroic acts. It's often found in the small moments, the smile to a stranger, the helping hand to a friend in need. These simple acts of kindness ripple out and have the power to transform the world. In conclusion, compassion is a fundamental aspect of Buddhist teachings. It's about recognizing the suffering of others and responding with kindness and empathy. By cultivating compassion in our own lives, we not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also find greater peace and fulfillment within ourselves. Lesson 4: The dangers of excessive softness. Do you often find yourself bending over backwards to accommodate others, even at the expense of your own needs? It might feel like you're being kind and understanding, but could there be unseen dangers lurking beneath the surface? Let's explore the perils of being excessively soft and accommodating. Imagine a scenario. You're constantly saying yes to everyone's requests, afraid to disappoint or upset them. You're like a leaf in the wind, swaying to every direction dictated by others. While it seems harmless at first glance, this pattern can lead to a host of issues. Being excessively soft can erode your sense of self-worth. When you prioritize others' needs over your own consistently, you subconsciously convey the message that your needs are less important. Over time, this can chip away at your self-esteem, leaving you feeling unfulfilled and undervalued. Moreover, constantly avoiding conflict and confrontation may seem like the path of least resistance, but it comes at a cost. By suppressing your true feelings and opinions, you deny yourself the opportunity for growth and self-expression. Bottling up emotions can lead to resentment and frustration, ultimately damaging your relationships. Think about it. If you always say yes, how will others know your boundaries? Without clear boundaries, people may take advantage of your kindness, leading to feelings of being used or manipulated. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining respect and mutual understanding in any relationship. Furthermore, excessive softness can hinder your personal and professional growth. Success often requires taking risks, making tough decisions, and standing up for yourself. If you're constantly avoiding discomfort and challenges, you may miss out on valuable opportunities for learning and advancement. Consider the impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Suppressing your true thoughts and emotions can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. By neglecting your own needs in favor of others, you risk sacrificing your own happiness and fulfillment in the long run. It's essential to recognize that being firm and assertive doesn't equate to being unkind or selfish. In fact, setting boundaries and standing up for yourself is an act of self-care and self-respect. It's about finding a balance between compassion for others and self-preservation. In the teachings of Buddhism, there's a concept known as right speech, the practice of communicating truthfully, kindly, and at the right time. This doesn't mean always saying what others want to hear, but rather speaking with honesty and compassion, even if it's uncomfortable. Remember, being assertive doesn't mean being aggressive. It's about expressing your thoughts and feelings respectfully, while also being open to others' perspectives. By finding this middle ground, you can cultivate healthier relationships and a stronger sense of self. So, the next time you feel tempted to say yes when you really mean no, pause and consider the long-term consequences. Embrace your inner strength and stand up for yourself with kindness and compassion. Your well-being depends on it. Lesson 5: Building Inner Strength. In life, challenges are inevitable, but what sets individuals apart is how they face these challenges. Building inner strength is like fortifying the walls of your inner castle, making you resilient against the storms of life. Think of a bamboo tree. Despite its slender appearance, it stands tall and strong even in the fiercest winds. This resilience comes from its flexibility, bending but never breaking. Similarly, inner strength is not about being rigid or unyielding. It's about being adaptable and resilient. One way to build inner strength is through mindfulness practices. By bringing awareness to your thoughts and emotions, you gain greater control over them. Mindfulness allows you to observe your inner world without getting swept away by it, like a calm observer amidst a stormy sea. Another essential aspect of building inner strength is self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend facing difficulties. Acknowledge your struggles without judgment, knowing that imperfection is a part of the human experience. Setting boundaries is also crucial for cultivating inner strength. Boundaries protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. They allow you to prioritize your needs and prevent others from taking advantage of you. Remember, saying no to others sometimes means saying yes to yourself. Facing your fears head-on is a powerful way to build inner strength. Step out of your comfort zone and embrace new challenges, knowing that growth lies on the other side of fear. Every obstacle you overcome strengthens your resilience and confidence. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Social support is like a safety net that cushions you during difficult times. Share your struggles with trusted friends or seek guidance from mentors who have walked a similar path. Physical health is closely linked to mental and emotional well-being. Make time for regular exercise, nutritious meals, and adequate rest. A healthy body provides a strong foundation for a resilient mind. Practice gratitude daily. Focus on the blessings in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, reminding you of the richness present in every moment. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Instead of seeing setbacks as roadblocks, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Every failure teaches you valuable lessons that propel you closer to your goals. Develop a growth mindset, believing in your ability to learn and improve over time. Cultivate curiosity and a willingness to explore new ideas and experiences. Remember, life is a journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. Finally, trust in your inner wisdom and intuition. Connect with your inner guidance through practices like meditation or journaling. Your intuition is like a compass, guiding you towards what truly resonates with your soul. Building inner strength is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, perseverance, and self-compassion. But with dedication and practice, you can cultivate a reservoir of resilience that sustains you through life's challenges. Lesson 6: Balancing Compassion and Firmness. In the intricate dance of human interactions, finding the equilibrium between compassion and firmness is essential. It's like walking a tightrope, where too much of either can lead to imbalance. But how do we strike this delicate balance? Imagine a parent teaching their child to ride a bicycle. They want to ensure the child's safety, so they hold onto the back of the bike, providing support and encouragement. Yet, they know that eventually they must let go and allow the child to find their own balance. This blend of nurturing guidance and necessary independence embodies the essence of balancing compassion and firmness. In Buddhism, this balance is often likened to the image of the Bodhisattva, an enlightened being who compassionately guides others towards liberation. The Bodhisattva demonstrates unwavering compassion, yet also possesses the wisdom to discern when to apply gentle guidance and when to offer a firmer hand. In our daily lives, we encounter numerous situations where we must navigate this delicate balance. Whether it's setting boundaries with loved ones, addressing conflicts at work, or standing up for our principles, we must embody both compassion and firmness. Compassion without firmness can lead to exploitation and enable harmful behavior. Conversely, firmness without compassion can breed resentment and alienate others. It's about finding the middle ground, where we assert ourselves with kindness and empathy. One way to cultivate this balance is through mindfulness practice. By staying present and attuned to our emotions and the needs of others, we can respond with both compassion and discernment. Mindfulness allows us to pause before reacting impulsively, giving us the space to choose our words and actions wisely. Another aspect of balancing compassion and firmness is understanding that it's okay to say no. Saying no doesn't mean we lack compassion. Rather, it signifies our commitment to self-care and healthy boundaries. By honoring our own needs, we can better show up for others in a genuine and sustainable way. Moreover, cultivating self-compassion is essential in finding this balance. When we're kind to ourselves, we're better equipped to extend that kindness to others. Self-compassion reminds us that it's okay to make mistakes and that we're worthy of love and respect, both from ourselves and others. In practicing compassion and firmness, it's crucial to remain open to feedback and self-reflection. None of us are perfect, and there will inevitably be times when we err on one side or the other. Instead of berating ourselves, we can use these moments as opportunities for growth and learning. Ultimately, balancing compassion and firmness is about holding space for both ourselves and others. It's about embodying kindness and strength in equal measure, recognizing that they are not mutually exclusive but rather complementary aspects of our humanity. As we strive to find this balance, let us remember the words of the Dalai Lama. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. With compassion as our guiding light and firmness as our sturdy foundation, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and integrity. Lesson 7: The Practice of Assertiveness. Assertiveness is like a hidden treasure waiting to be unearthed within you. It's the art of standing tall in your truth, expressing your needs and boundaries without apology. Picture this. You're at a crossroads, facing a situation where your voice could make all the difference. Assertiveness is your trusted compass guiding you through. In essence, it's the middle ground between being too passive and overly aggressive. Think of assertiveness as your superpower cloak, empowering you to navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. When you're assertive, you communicate with clarity and conviction, ensuring your message is heard loud and clear. It's not about bulldozing others with your opinions, but rather fostering open dialogue and mutual respect. Buddhism sheds light on the importance of assertiveness through the lens of right speech, one of the Noble Eightfold Path teachings. It emphasizes speaking truthfully, kindly, and constructively. Being assertive aligns perfectly with this principle, as it allows you to communicate honestly while maintaining compassion and understanding. Imagine a scenario where you're offered an opportunity that doesn't resonate with your values or aspirations. Assertiveness empowers you to graciously decline, honoring your authenticity without causing harm or offense. It's about honoring your truth while respecting the perspectives of others. Practice makes perfect when it comes to assertiveness. Start small by expressing your preferences in everyday interactions. Whether it's choosing a restaurant or voicing your opinion in a meeting, each assertive act strengthens your confidence muscle. As you delve deeper into the practice of assertiveness, you'll notice a profound shift in your relationships. Boundaries become clearer, conflicts diminish, and genuine connections flourish. Remember, assertiveness isn't about winning or losing. It's about fostering healthy communication and mutual understanding. Embrace the discomfort that comes with asserting yourself. It's natural to feel vulnerable when stepping into uncharted territory, but know that growth lies beyond your comfort zone. With each assertive step you take, you reclaim your power and rewrite the narrative of your life. Incorporate mindfulness into your assertiveness practice. Before engaging in a potentially challenging conversation, take a moment to center yourself. Notice any physical sensations or emotions arising within you. By anchoring yourself in the present moment, you'll approach the situation with clarity and composure. Celebrate your assertive victories, no matter how small they may seem. Each assertive act is a testament to your courage and self-worth. Recognize the progress you've made and allow yourself to bask in the empowerment it brings. In summary, assertiveness is a cornerstone of self-empowerment and healthy communication. By embracing this practice, you reclaim your voice, honor your truth, and foster meaningful connections with others. So, don your assertiveness cloak and embark on the journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Lesson 8. Overcoming fear of conflict. Conflict is a natural part of life, yet many of us shy away from it. We fear confrontation, afraid of hurting others or being hurt ourselves. But in the journey towards personal growth and fulfillment, it's crucial to overcome this fear of conflict. Here's how Buddhism can guide us through this process. Firstly, Buddhism teaches us about the impermanence of all things. This includes conflicts. By understanding that conflicts, like everything else, arise and pass away, we can approach them with a sense of perspective. Just as storms come and go, so do conflicts. This realization can help alleviate the fear surrounding them. Secondly, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of compassionate communication. When we engage in conflict, we should do so with kindness and empathy, striving to understand the other person's perspective while also expressing our own truth. This approach fosters understanding and reconciliation rather than escalation. Moreover, Buddhism teaches us to let go of attachment to outcomes. Often, our fear of conflict stems from a desire for things to go a certain way. But by releasing this attachment and accepting whatever outcome arises, we free ourselves from the anxiety and stress that conflict can bring. Furthermore, Buddhism encourages us to cultivate mindfulness in our interactions. By being fully present and aware of our thoughts, emotions, and actions during conflict, we can respond skillfully rather than reactively. This mindfulness allows us to navigate conflicts with greater clarity and wisdom. Additionally, Buddhism teaches us the value of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges only perpetuates conflict and suffering. By practicing forgiveness, we release ourselves from the burden of resentment and open the door to healing and reconciliation. Furthermore, Buddhism emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings. When we see ourselves as part of a larger web of existence, we recognize that harming others ultimately harms ourselves. This understanding fosters a sense of responsibility and compassion in our approach to conflict resolution. Moreover, Buddhism teaches us to embrace the principle of non-harming, or ahimsa. This means avoiding actions that cause harm to ourselves or others, including through conflict. By adhering to this principle, we can approach conflict from a place of respect and integrity. Furthermore, Buddhism encourages us to cultivate equanimity, or inner balance, in the face of conflict. Rather than being swept away by strong emotions, we can remain calm and centered, allowing us to respond to conflict with greater clarity and wisdom. Additionally, Buddhism teaches us about the nature of suffering. Conflict often arises from a place of suffering, whether it be anger, fear, or insecurity. By addressing the root causes of our own suffering, we can approach conflict with greater compassion and understanding towards others. Furthermore, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness. By knowing ourselves deeply, including our triggers and vulnerabilities, we can navigate conflict with greater skill and resilience. This self-awareness allows us to respond to conflict in ways that are aligned with our values and aspirations. Finally, Buddhism teaches us about the power of inner peace. When we cultivate a sense of inner peace through practices such as meditation and mindfulness, we become less reactive to external conflicts. Instead of being swept away by turbulent emotions, we can respond to conflict from a place of calmness and clarity. In conclusion, overcoming the fear of conflict is an essential aspect of personal growth and spiritual development. By drawing on the teachings of Buddhism, we can approach conflict with greater wisdom, compassion, and resilience. Through mindful communication, forgiveness, and a commitment to non-harming, we can transform conflict into an opportunity for growth and healing, both for ourselves and others. Lesson 9: Cultivating Emotional Resilience. In the journey of life, emotional resilience acts as a shield against the storms that we inevitably face. It's the capacity to bounce back from adversity, to adapt to change, and to thrive despite challenges. But how do we cultivate this invaluable trait? Let's explore some simple yet powerful ways to build emotional resilience. Mindfulness practice. Start by practicing mindfulness, the art of being present in the moment without judgment. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Through regular practice, we become better equipped to handle difficult situations with clarity and composure. Self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially in times of struggle. Instead of berating yourself for mistakes or setbacks, practice self-compassion. Recognize that everyone faces challenges, and it's okay to not be perfect. Seek support. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends, family, or a therapist when you're feeling overwhelmed. Sharing your feelings with trusted individuals can provide comfort and perspective, reminding you that you're not alone in your struggles. Healthy lifestyle. Take care of your physical health, as it directly impacts your emotional well-being. Prioritize regular exercise, nutritious eating, and sufficient sleep. A healthy body lays the foundation for a resilient mind. Embrace challenges. Instead of shying away from challenges, see them as opportunities for growth. Every obstacle you overcome strengthens your resilience muscles, making you better equipped to handle future difficulties. Learn from setbacks. Rather than dwelling on failures, extract valuable lessons from them. Reflect on what went wrong and how you can approach similar situations differently in the future. Every setback is a stepping stone towards personal growth. Practice gratitude. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude by focusing on the positive aspects of your life. Even in tough times, there are always things to be thankful for. Regularly acknowledging these blessings can foster resilience and perspective. Set realistic goals. Break down your goals into manageable steps and celebrate each small victory along the way. By setting realistic expectations for yourself, you can avoid feeling overwhelmed and maintain momentum towards your aspirations. Develop problem-solving skills. Instead of dwelling on problems, focus on finding solutions. Break down complex issues into smaller, actionable steps and brainstorm possible strategies. Developing effective problem-solving skills empowers you to tackle challenges head-on. Cultivate optimism. Foster a positive outlook on life by focusing on possibilities rather than limitations. Even in the face of adversity, maintain faith in your ability to overcome obstacles and create a brighter future. Practice self-care. Prioritize activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Whether it's indulging in a hobby, spending time in nature, or simply taking a break, self-care replenishes your energy and nurtures your resilience. Stay flexible. Life is unpredictable, and rigidity only leads to frustration. Cultivate flexibility by embracing change and adapting to new circumstances. Remember that resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, but rather navigating them with grace and adaptability. Nurture supportive relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Cultivate meaningful connections based on mutual respect, empathy, and encouragement. Strong relationships provide a crucial source of strength during tough times. Practice acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means acknowledging reality as it is without resistance. Embrace the impermanence of life and let go of the need for control. By surrendering to what is, you free up energy to focus on what you can change. Celebrate progress. Recognize and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward, no matter how incremental, is a testament to your resilience and determination. Acknowledge your growth and use it as motivation to keep moving forward. Cultivate mindfulness. Regular mindfulness practice can help you stay grounded and centered amidst life's challenges. Take time each day to connect with the present moment, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings. Develop emotional awareness. Cultivate awareness of your emotions and how they influence your thoughts and behaviors. By understanding your emotional triggers, you can respond to challenging situations more skillfully, rather than reacting impulsively. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you're struggling. Instead of criticizing yourself for perceived shortcomings, offer yourself the same warmth and compassion you would to a dear friend. Set boundaries. Establish healthy boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. Learn to say no to things that drain your energy or compromise your values, and prioritize activities that nourish your soul. Seek support. Don't hesitate to reach out for support when you need it. Whether it's from friends, family, or a therapist, talking to someone can provide comfort, perspective, and guidance on your journey toward emotional resilience. Lesson 10. Applying Buddhist principles in daily life. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of the calm wisdom offered by Buddhist principles. But incorporating these teachings into your everyday routine can lead to profound changes in how you navigate the world. Start by cultivating mindfulness. This means being fully present in each moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. Practice meditation regularly. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can help you develop a greater sense of inner peace and clarity. Embrace compassion. Treat others with kindness and understanding, recognizing that we are all interconnected and deserving of love and respect. Practice gratitude. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are thankful for, no matter how small they may seem. Let go of attachment. Recognize that clinging to material possessions or outcomes only leads to suffering. Instead, focus on cultivating inner contentment. Live with integrity. Align your actions with your values, always striving to do what is right and ethical. Cultivate patience. Understand that change takes time, and be willing to endure difficulties with grace and resilience. Foster generosity. Share your time, resources, and talents with others, knowing that true wealth comes from giving, not hoarding. Practice forgiveness. Let go of resentment and grudges, freeing yourself from the burden of past hurt. Stay humble. Recognize that you are just one small part of the universe, and approach life with a sense of humility and openness. Embrace impermanence. Understand that everything in life is constantly changing, and learn to let go of attachment to things staying the same. Take care of your body and mind. Practice self-care routines that nourish both your physical and mental well-being. Stay mindful of your speech. Use words that are kind, truthful, and helpful, avoiding gossip, harsh criticism, or harmful language. Seek wisdom from others. Surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you, and be open to learning from their experiences and insights. Find joy in simplicity. Cultivate contentment with what you have rather than constantly striving for more. Practice nonviolence. Strive to resolve conflicts peacefully and avoid causing harm to others, whether through actions, words, or thoughts. Cultivate awareness of your emotions. Learn to recognize and understand your own feelings, as well as how they impact your actions and relationships. Stay connected to nature. Spend time outdoors, appreciating the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Explore your own mind and heart, uncovering your deepest desires, fears, and motivations. Finally, remember that the path of Buddhism is not about achieving perfection, but rather about continual growth and self-improvement. Embrace each day as an opportunity to deepen your understanding and compassion, knowing that every small step you take brings you closer to inner peace and enlightenment. Conclusion: as we draw near to the end of our journey, remember this: you possess an incredible power within you. It's the power to transform your life and the lives of those around you. But this power requires nurturing, shaping, and sometimes a gentle push. It's about finding the balance between softness and strength, between compassion and assertiveness. Imagine a world where kindness isn't mistaken for weakness, where empathy isn't seen as vulnerability. That world begins with you. It begins with a shift in perspective, a willingness to embrace your inner strength while staying true to your compassionate nature. So, what can you do starting today? Start by reflecting on your interactions with others. Are you being too soft, allowing boundaries to blur? Or are you being too firm, neglecting empathy? Find that middle ground, the sweet spot where kindness meets resilience. Practice assertiveness in your daily life. Speak up when you need to, but do so with kindness and understanding. Remember, assertiveness isn't about being aggressive. It's about expressing your needs and standing up for yourself while respecting others. Cultivate emotional resilience. Understand that setbacks are a part of life, but they don't define you. Learn from them, grow stronger, and let compassion guide you through life's challenges. Lastly, share your journey with others. Be a beacon of light in a world that sometimes feels too dark. Inspire those around you to embrace their inner strength and lead with compassion. Together, let's create a world where softness is celebrated, where kindness is a strength, and where every individual has the courage to stand tall in the face of adversity. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of inner strength and compassion. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. It's just the beginning. So go forth, embody the teachings of Buddhism, and let your light shine bright. Until next time, keep weaving wisdom into the fabric of your life. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insightful content. Together, let's make the world a better place, one compassionate action at a time.